Hey everyone, welcome back to Dizzy's Sorcerer Arena. So, today was patch day. And if you saw my previous video, I think it was 2 or 3 videos ago, I know my farming thing came out today and Discord's going off, of course, so I need to turn that off real quick. Sorry about that. Um, I said that everybody's farmable now. I said that, we didn't really have a reason to farm. The Monsters Inc. group, and today, the patch notes we got, we in fact have a reason to farm Monsters Inc. again. Uh, Sully and Randall, that is, because they're buffing them and they're putting them in the game, and they're also going to make the other member of the um, Monsters Inc. team farmable too. The one thing I'm curious about that I don't know about is, and we will know this in tomorrow, and if you're when I'm sure you're watching this video when the thing is live, we have um, Monsters Inc. event, but it doesn't say who's on there. It says that Sully and Randall have been buffed, and Mike's in the game, and we have Namari farmable, and um, who else did they make farmable? I think they made Davy Jones farmable. Other than just from the club exchange, yeah, they have Namari's in the tournament exchange now. Randall's in the tournament exchange. Level up potions, which are I'm not sure what those are yet, are in the tournament exchange, and Davy is in the tournament exchange also. And they're putting Mike. Mike is going to come out and be 80 tokens to open. I thought they said they were putting Mike. Maybe the event is for Mike, which this is going back to an older school model of like we have with the Toy Story events, with like we had with the Onward events, all this. So from what I'm gathering, the event is just going to be for Mike, um, similar to how we have it for this event, to where you can the Aladdin event that's still in the game, where you can use it to farm Jafar and get Jafar, and previously you could get Genie and all this. But apparently this one is just going to be for Mike, from what I'm seeing. And so, if you have invested in Monsters Inc., then kudos, great, you're in great shape. Um, even on my Dolphin account, I have both Sully and Randall, but they're not high. They're not fully geared because I'm working on other toons. I'm working towards other toons, and on here. But now, who do we have left? I think Guest got this one right. He predicted that you know the event, the update today. We're going to get a new event, and it's good. Um, but we have a couple other teams left, so you can go ahead and start. If you're interested in Mike, and Mike, I think they said Mike is going to be a damage dealer, which makes sense because we'll just go over the things for Sully. His basic removes heroes assist chance, um, adds bonus damage for heroes and Monsters Inc. teammates per hero and Monsters Inc. teammates. Adds bonus offense and raids, which is good. Is special. Changed if a hero is a teammate, gain defense up. If and it adds if target already has fear, inflict or extend offense down. His second special, which of course I'm not, everybody's going to go over this, but this is me. Remove chance to inflict offense down, and we're adding in raids deals damage per hero and Monsters Inc. teammate, and adds if Mike Wazowski is a teammate, gain crit up. His passive is changed um, from what it was to what it is new, and also he gains shields. And if this if this character has a shield, he'll gain defense also. And he has a new second passive. When an opponent receives fear, chance to perform the following to the opponent: deal damage, stun, inflict stun, gain evade, enrage, deals bonus damage. If Mike Wazowski is a teammate, grant gain tactics. So propaganda stuff going on with them. That's good. So yeah, we get the Monsters Inc. thing coming tomorrow. Then we get the Frank Wolf leaderboard. Then an Ascension contest. Then a Monsters Inc. Mike upgrade contest. Then we get Disney Plus Day. Then we get Spectral Showdown. Then the Gargoyles come back. Then Ralph. Then Grand Campaign coins come back. Then Season 39 for Tiana. New pass holder, the pass holder leaderboard, Monsters Inc. damage leaderboard. So if you're gonna invest in Monsters Inc., there's gonna be a leaderboard, just like there was with Maleficent, or if you got her and you could do the most damage. And obviously, if you've invested in Monsters Inc., you're gonna be in really good shape for that. Then the Rapunzel Tower, then the Galactic Rune Rumble, then the Queen's Clash, which is the Zerg event, is coming back again. And then I'm looking for Randall stuff is, um, they both got buffed. We don't know what Mike's gonna do. Obviously Mike's a damage dealer. I think maybe a support. I don't know. But I'm wondering if they're gonna bring Boo into the game. They haven't said anything about Boo. There's nothing in this post about Boo, but I think it would be interesting if they're gonna put Boo in, because I think it makes more sense to do it this way. But we're happy to see it, and that adds another, that's another character we're gonna that we had launched, that now they have team or an event or whatever. So that leaves Zootopia. In Zootopia, we only have Judy right now. So I'm not thinking, Judy, and then are they going to do a Tron event? Because we have Korra. I don't know about that. I would love to see them put more Sorcerer Stone characters in, other than Madame Mim and Merlin. I would love to see them put more Lanking, like Zazu and Nala and Timon and Pumbaa, rather than just be whatever Simba does on his one ability. Love to see them put more Jungle Book characters in. King Louie. Love to see them do Tailspin, because that was on the survey thing that we did. Black Cauldron. I don't know. Obviously, I've talked about Robin Hood, how I want them to do more for Robin Hood, because there's so much to do. There's all the Marian Men. There's Maid Marian. There's Prince John. There's Surtees. Just be a lot to do. Pocahontas. You get Pocahontas. That's great. What about the other characters? I don't know. I think they should. I think they should do more Peter Pan, honestly. Where's Tiger Lily and Michael and John and Mulan? I think there's more than just Shiny and Mulan right? Pretty sure. Monsters Inc. We're talking about right now. Boo, brought Boo in. That's Moana. That's all Moana is. It's just Moana and Maui. That's all the movie really is, honestly. Lilo and Stitch. I think they got all they can do. They could bring Lilo in, because that would be interesting. But probably this is going to be the next event team, because they did. They took. They finally get the Maleficent And so now, you know, they took Sully, they took Mike and Randall. I mean Sully and Randall, and they've added Mike. I wish they would add more in, but if they do, when they do Inside Out, they're obviously going to have to add sadness and disgust and joy, and you know. So I think that's coming. I think that's what they're doing is they're filling out all of these 1 and 2 character teams. They're just adding the final ingredients, and so I don't see us getting any new toons other than just finishing teams that are already in the game before the end of the year. And obviously, we're approaching Thanksgiving. I don't know if we're going to get another one before Thanksgiving, but this is more proof that everyone's farmable now. And even on my Dolphin account, it's gonna be a minute before I can get to Sully and Randall, farming wise, just because we're all, a lot of us, unless you're cracking, you're probably still working on the Kingdom Heroes and the Kingdom Villains for to be able to get Maleficent. If you obviously now you know how heavy I am into. I've talked a lot about how much I really think highly of the Kingdom faction, and now I mean there's no one in Kingdom that you shouldn't farm. I mean, if you just it's not gonna. I mean, who here do you not have a farm? Who here do you not have a reason to farm? You got Lumiere for Beast. You get Flynn and Cogsworth, who are arguably two of the worst characters in the game. But you need them. You need Cogsworth for Beast, and you need Flynn for Rapunzel. Then you've got Robin Hood that'll help you get the Maleficent. You got Bell Hoops who enables Beast. You got Esme who's just great. You got Maleficent herself. You got Mrs. Potts who helps you get to Beast and Maleficent, so you get double trouble. Mariah I don't know about because I don't have my um, adventures up high enough. Cogsworth we already talked about. Um, Mother Gothel, Mulan, part of that princess faction, also helps you get to Maleficent, so double your pleasure there. Anna, Frozen team, a asset to a lot of any team really, but she's Kingdom, so she works well. Maurice, we still haven't seen Maurice's leadership come into prominence, even though we continue to get more summoners. That's something I'm going to work on at some point, eventually. I want to anyway. Kronk, need him for Maleficent. Furlough, you know, he's a summoner. Rapunzel, the kingdom lead. I mean the princess lead. Sorcerer Mickey, OG, the mascot of the game, and need him for Maleficent. Maximus, the better of the Flynn and Maximus combo. Namari, who's going to be farmable now, so just makes getting Maleficent a little bit easier. Jafar, um, you know, Jafar. Genie, Trickster, removes buff, deals a lot of damage. Yzma, need her for Maleficent. Quasi for Furlough. Jasmine for Genie and Jafar. Um, Sheriff of Nottingham for Maleficent. Aladdin for Genie and Jafar. Uh, Gaston for Maleficent and Shanyu for Maleficent. So, I mean, the kingdom, I've talked. I think I've talked about this in the past. I'm on this I mean, I've talked about how I'm gonna work on Ralph, and after I finish Ralph, I'm going kingdom specific. Specific. Now I know that's gonna hamper me from having speed stones and all that, but I mean, if you were farming, um, because your goal is just to knock out events. Your goal is just to knock out characters so that you don't have to worry about them anymore. And you can tell that I've been putting gear into these three, and now I think I'm working on, you know, Chef of Nottingham at the same time. I don't think I'm going to be ready for the Ralph event when it comes back. But yeah, I'm knocking stuff out slowly, very slowly. I'm going to go ahead and give this guy whatever he wants. And, but something else. And I have made previous videos about this earlier, but you need to see this after I grab these real quick. So I've done Summoner Showdown on my Dolphin account and had a little bit of success, not a whole lot. I think I came in 8th this time on my Dolphin account. But this account obviously is not my Dolphin account, it's my free to play account. And this is the first time I ever did Summoner Showdown, was this time around. And pretty happy with the results. This is me, Red Monk right here, member of Mad Hatter's Tea Party, came in first. First time I ever did it. And the way I did it is I just had 10 toons, and I'll let you see the 10 toons, but I also maximized, you can still see that I'm overcapped because I was overcapped in terms of stamina potion here, and I'm still overcapped, but these are the toons that I had, 10 of them: Big Baby, Yzma, Smee, Namari, King Candy, Gantu, BB Dubs, Captain Hook, Chunk, Vanellope. Had other characters available, just didn't get them geared in time. Cruella, Zerg, Horn King, Syndrome, Frank, Tiana, Lily, Oogie, Hopper. Do not even have Scar, Pete, Randall. Don't even have him. Gizmo, Queen of Hearts, Maui, and or Mordu. But yeah, that's how I did it. I just did it. I just used and used and used, and ended up winning the Summoner Showdown. So really happy about that. Anyway, everybody's more farmable now. More people are more farmable. If you're finishing a toon, if you're working on a team, keep working on the team. If you're between teams, maybe, and you like Monsters Inc. and you like Monsters University, maybe take a break from working on teams and just work on Sully and Randall. Work on Judy, because eventually you're going to need Judy for the Zootopia event. Maybe work on Anger and Jangles, because eventually you're going to need them for the in and out event. And honestly, I think that if we were looking towards the future, I would say we're probably going to get the in and out event next. I would really love it if they redid Robin Hood and Chef Nottingham, and of course I have made that prediction before, that I think before the end of the year they're gonna redo Robin Hood and get a proper Robin Hood team, but they're probably not. They're probably not. They're just not gonna do it. Anyway, guys, yeah, more people are from. That's the name of this thing. Anyway, it's been almost 20 minutes, and so I've been rambling a lot. I do apologize for that. If you like what I'm doing, leave me a comment. Ask me a question. Hey, because just because I'm doing this account this way doesn't mean I don't know what I'm doing in this game. So, but let's have a conversation. Ask me a question about hey, I'm thinking about doing this. Doing this. What do you see as the good, and what do you see as the bad? What do you see as the ugly? And let's have a conversation here in the comments. Maybe you've got a question that, hey, you can ask me anything about this event, anything about this game, and I'll give it a bash. And if people think that my take is wrong, I'm okay with that, and we can talk about it in the comments below. So please do leave me a comment, like and subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, and until next time, have a good night, and I will see you later.